Hey everyone, welcome back to the adventure Wratts. It's a bit sunny out here today, so trying to keep out of the sun for a bit. Just coming with another quick video. I thought I'd do the install of the rough country rear draw into the GU. We did a video 4 days ago, I think, maybe 5 now. Did it with the young fellas, and we unboxed the draw and the wing kit that goes with it. So we're going to install that in the car today. Just quickly before I start, a couple of tools you will need if you get the same kit. Not necessary, but it's only because I'm making up a fitting template first before I cut my wing kit. But a pair of decent scissors, 4mm Allen key, obviously marker or a pencil. I have a contour gauge to follow the curves of the inside of the car. Obviously faithful old tape measure. You will also need some spray adhesive. I have just gone down to my local hardware store, picked up the Selly's Quick Grip High Temp spray adhesive stuff. I've used this before, works really well. And then we're just going to fit the wing brackets onto the drawer. So that's one of them. This is the one where the end panel clips into, and you can lift that in and out to get storage down beside your drawer. And there's this little end one here, it just bolts down the other piece of the wing kit. Also, I've already got one of the wing kit pieces on here. I'll show you that in a minute. But these wing kits have full panels like this. And there is the other one here. There's 2 of these. So 2 of these guys that I'm holding, and 2 here with this in it, for 1 for each side. But I'm only using one side today because I need the other seat in my car. So I have a bit of cardboard that I've already made a template out of using the contour guide, and I'll show you where that fits when I get there. And then we've got a straight edge. It's just an old Spirit level, but it gives me a nice straight edge for my markings. That's about all you'll need to get this in. So I'll flip the camera and get some of that stuff out of my way, and we'll go from there, guys. So as I bring you around, got the drawer sitting in there. So this is the first of the wing kit. That's where that lug screws into. And then why I said we need this guy is you just sit him in like so, contour guide. If you already know, you know, but for people who don't know, you just push that in there, and that gives you the shape that you need to cut out on your side panels. And then here's this that I've made, and that'll be one of the side panel templates, and it'll just sit in there. So it roughly gives you an idea of how to cut the wing kit. So that's why I've done this. So if I bugger the cardboard up, I can just get another piece of cardboard and make another one. But so far it seems to fit all right, so I will go off that template. And then this wing piece here just bolts in the front of the drawer with those 3 bolts. But I've taken the drawer out, as you can see. This drawer just comes out with these. You just pull these little spring-loaded locks. One on that side, one on that, releases the drawer. So you take that out so you can get access to these. Move these around to fit your different mounting points depending on your car. This is a GU Patrol. If you had something different like a Land Cruiser or a Prado or even a Pajero, this might be different. So these bars are movable, 2 bolts either side, and there's one further down the back there. It's the same, 2 bolts that side, 2 bolts that side, and they move. Just lucky for me, my drawer under here, the top slides out, so I can get to that back one fairly easy, but if you had the one without the slide, you'd probably have to unbolt this top with these, take these off, and then this here comes off. So what we'll do is I'll move this so it lines up with that solid bolt back there, and then I'm going to move this one so it lines up with the big bolts here. This is where the seat used to lock in. It's probably one of the strongest brackets to use in my car, and then that should lock it down. If I have to, I'll make a third one of these and I'll bolt it into these mount holes here, but we'll see how we go first. I don't think I'll need it, but it is something I can do later. So yeah, I'll be right back and I'll just move these into place and then we'll get that done. Alright, so we're back. I had to change the mounting up a little bit, so I've moved these forward. I've got that bolt in there, nice tight down, and this back rail that I said before I was going to put on that bolt down there didn't quite work out. If I did, the drawer was too far forward and I couldn't do it, so I just moved this rail up and I've mounted this bolt to where my seat locks in. So that one's pretty strong, that one's bumped in, tightened up, nice and solid in there. So I'm going to slide this top forward like this, and then on, if you can see them, there's that hole there, and just up above it is that hole there that you can see my finger through. So one bracket will mount onto those two holes, and then down the back there I've got that hole there, and I've got another one tucked just up in there, so that's where the brackets will go. So I'm going to put this guy on, he'll go there in that first lot of holes, and that guy will be the end one. So I'll bolt them on and we'll go from there. And just to put these on, guys, you just get your little 4mm cap head bolt that comes in the kits. You need 4 of these, takes 2 bolts for each bracket, and of course your trusty 4mm Allen key, and you just bolt them into the hole. So I'll bolt them on and we'll continue on. Okay, as we can see, I've bolted that one on, and I've got that one on up the back there, and like I said before, it's just with that through those holes. Got that little bolt there, the other one's tucked up under that lip, and then same on this guy. So you got that bolt there and that one there, all done. So it's holding them on. So now we will get ready to cut the wing pieces to go from here to there, and then from there to there. The only thing I had to do with this kit in my car is where this bolt goes in. Bolts that come with the kit weren't quite long enough, they were 50mm. I just had to nick to the store and grab an equivalent there that's 65mm, and that reached there for me, just for that main anchor there, just because the floor dips in here where the seat bracket goes there. So this is exactly the same as what was in there, but there's a hollow in there. Probably doesn't show up too well on the camera, but yeah, so I just had to buy a slightly longer bolt. Other than that, yeah, went in like a charm. It's all bolted in, it's quite solid. That's what it looks like from the back, and we'll get the wing kit cut and glued and hopefully in today, and then the drawer can go in. I can organise the back of the car a bit better and clean up some of this mess laying around. Obviously these won't go in there, but the snatch strap and the solar panel and all that can go in there neat and tidy. I'll just cut the video there, guys, and I'll get prepped to cut these boards and whatnot, and yeah, we'll come back and install the wing kit. Okay, here we are with this wing kit. So we got a trim, and this is why you need that spray adhesive I showed at the beginning of the video, because this carpet you actually have to peel back like so you can cut your timber without cutting too much of this, because if you cut this wrong first, it's not going to fit your taper when you cut your timber. So that's my template, and it's going to sit that way technically, but to make this easier for me to cut, I'm just going to flip that, put my template there, and I'm going to mark this side, get my trusty jigsaw, cut that out, then I'll cut the carpet to shape, spray the adhesive down, and trim the carpet up, and that should fit straight in. Bump the camera. This is the other piece. This one's pretty straightforward. You just mark the width, it'll be a straight cut. Might be a slight taper this end just to fill in a little corner, but other than that, it's pretty much just a dead straight cut, and then it bolts down through that hole and that hole, and there's two more at this end, that hole and that hole. So this board is just fixed in place, and this is the one that you can lift up, just clips in with those, screws in with this screw bung there, and this is the one you can lift in and out to access the storage down beside the drawer. So I won't bore you guys with all the workings and that, cutting and stuff, but that's what you need to do. You peel that back. That's what the spray adhesive is for, to re-glue this down when you get it cut to your desired shape, whatever car you put it in. And yeah, let it dry and we go from there, and then I'll trim that one up and we'll come back fitting them in the car. Then we'll fit the drawer in, since the drawer's all secured in there now, and that should be it. So I'll cut the video here. I'll get into cutting this all into shape, getting it all glued down and carpeted up and trimmed in properly, and then we'll come back with fitting it in and screwing it down, see how well my fit goes. Cheers guys, I'll see you soon. Okay everyone, I'm back waiting for the contact cement there to dry. So you can see I've sprayed the carpet, I've sprayed the board. You just got to let each side dry for about 5 minutes till it sort of goes touch dry, and then you can contact it together and it'll stick. But while that's drying, just a little tip when cutting your boards, if you're going to do this yourself, I tend to cut these just a touch oversize, and then you can always take a shim off that cut side bit by bit till you get the right fit, because you can always cut it oversized and take little bits off. If you take too much off, yeah, it's harder to put back on. So that's how I did it. I just cut it to a rough size, a little bit oversized, then I just trimmed it back. I think it took about 3 cuts to trim it back, and I just used the width of my jigsaw blade every time. So it was like, I think I cut it 3 to 5 mil oversized, and then 2 more passes with the jigsaw blade, which is like 1 maybe 2 mil thick, and I just 1 pass, test fit, was a bit tight to get in, so I marked it up again, brought it out, run another cut, and now she fits pretty snug and smick without too much hassle. And I'm just going to glue the carpet back on, and then I'll come back to fitting the panels in, and yeah, hopefully it can help you put your drawers in too one day, and if you go for this setup in your car. But yeah, I will be right back guys. Just give me a little bit to let this glue dry, glue this all down, trim it all up, and then I'll come back and we'll fit this wing kit in, and hopefully it'll look really good. see you soon, guys. Alright guys, we are back. As you can see, both my wing panels are done. All carpet is trimmed and glued into place. It doesn't take long for that glue to work, that's why I like it. That is the front piece that bolts down through the bolt hole there. There's another one just there, and there's two more at the other end. They just go into those rivet nuts, and then those two rivet nuts up that end. But like I said, we're going to fit them in and see how they fit. So this is the one for up here. I'd say, looking at that, guys, that is a pretty good fit thanks to that contour gauge. And this one right here, these two just clip under those, and then that lug screws into that hole, so that gives you access to that space in there, so you can store some ratchet straps or something small like that, or even the snatch strap or some bow shackles, anything there out of the way. You know, possibly even, you know, bottle of oil in there, you know, stuff like that. Just neat, tidy, out of the way. But this just goes in like this. Sorry for the camera work, guys, I'm filming on my own. So you can see that under there. Get my big dishpan hands out of the way. Those two brackets up there, I don't know if you can see it too well, these clip under those. And you line that up with this. Screw that in, doesn't need to be too tight, it's only plastic, so I just go finger tight. And then that's it, guys. Look, that nice contour gauge just follows all those contours nicely. I think for a DIY home job, that's come up pretty well, to be honest. Fits in all nice and snug there. My door shuts with the drawer in. Tested all that. It's all bolted in, so now it's just time to put the drawer in. Fridge slide still works pretty good. There's no catching. Tiny bit of rubbing, but you know, that's just the carpet. But I can always trim the carpet up or take a lighter to it and just like melt it back a touch. But other than that, I just got to bolt that panel down with these screws. So these are the countersunk Allen head screws. So they're basically the same as these guys, just so it all matches across the top. So two in this end, two in that far end, that'll stay bolted down, and then this one's your access panel. Yeah, so that's it, guys, it's installed. I'll throw the drawer in shortly and I'll come back once I bolt that down. I'll just put the bolts in there and we'll slide the drawer in, and then I'll show you it all in. And then on this side, when I clean that mess up, get the tools out and that, I've got my third row rear seat to go in there. That's why I haven't got the second drawer. But that's the drawer. Alright guys, back, and the install is complete. She's all in, the drawer's all in. Slides out brilliantly. Plenty of space in there now, and she just lovely. I've got the top slide there. Works awesome. Got the wing kit in pretty good. I'm happy with the result of that. As you can see, like I said, I've bolted this one down just with those 4 bolts. One there, one there, one there, and one there. So that's in. This one's in for now, but now it's just to organise it. I can tie down some light stuff to the top of it. The 4 spring-loaded tie downs. I've got this seat to go back in, but I'll give that a quick vacuum and that, and then it'll be going through, putting stuff in here to keep it neat and tidy, like me snatch strap, D-shackle, my tow hitch just there, ratchet straps, jumper leads, all that sort of stuff that doesn't need to be up here in these shelves. The young Wratts that sits here on our holiday. We'll be using that. Charge his device when we're traveling, because I've got a couple of USB ports there and a 12-volt outlet so they can charge that. And then I've got, for bigger stuff, I've got my DC charger and that there, but that's for another day. But yeah, that's the drawer, guys. She's all in. Quite impressed in how I got that to come up. Really nice. There is a bit of space at the back there, so I can store some stuff down in there, or a slimline battery for later if I take the battery out from under the bonnet. Just sit it up in there on a bracket and run it straight to my control box set up there. But yeah, other than that, she's in, guys. I'm pretty impressed. I hope this video can help you out with installing yours. If you get this set up, or any drawer, pretty much any brand, the single drawer, pretty much all the same. You know, they all bolt in pretty much the same depending on the model car. They've all got those movable brackets, but I just got the rough country because I did have a King's one, never got it put in. I sold it to a friend. He's using it, thinks it's great for what he needs it for. But now that I've bought this rough country one, seems a little bit stronger and a bit more well built than King's. Not that I'm bagging King's, like for the price that it is, the drawer was pretty good. But this one just seems to be a bit more robust, just in how looking at it when I've installed it. But yeah, hope you like the video, guys. But that's it, guys, all installed. Hope you enjoy it. Again, Wratts done for today. That's the video this time, guys. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, smash that like button for me. It will help the channel out. And then yeah, in a week or two we'll be on the road with our Bendigo Victoria trip, so I might film bits and pieces of that and post it on the channel. Places we go, things we see. So yeah, if you want to see that, you know, make sure to follow and turn on that notification bell to always, so you never miss an upload from the Wratts. But yeah, signing off now, guys. Have a great day. See you in the next video. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.